Hi everyone. I am at the last day of Ignite, and I thought I would give you a little bit of my feedback of the conference and how things went. Busy week, and I think I spent more times in meetings than I actually did in the conference. But there was a lot of announcements. There were a lot of people here. There were somewhere between 20 and 25,000 people, depending on who you talk to. The conference was down in San Francisco in the Moscone Center, and it was split between three different buildings, which made it a little bit chaotic. The keynote on the first day was at the Chase Center, and then they bussed people back over here. And to get in, you have to show not only your badge, but you have to show physical ID, and then go through scanners to get in the building, which really backed everything up, especially the first day. There were people trying to get into labs that they just couldn't get in the building. It took people like an hour and a half just to get into the building. They just didn't have the capacity to take on the volume of people that were here. So hopefully next year when we come back here, they're going to have it again here again, that they'll do a much better job of handling the volume of people, especially on that first day. Other than that, the conference was packed with sessions on AI. Obviously, that was kind of the keyword topic of the conference. But there was a lot of other news releases and announcements, and I've got the page up here. They call it the Book of News, which gives you all the details of the announcements from the conference, and then links you over to all the different blog articles. I'm not going to go through all of this, but I'll show you a couple of the highlights here, and then some other things I want to talk about at a later time. But big announcements around Copilot for Microsoft 365 were they created a license for small business users. The license has been historically a $30 license, no matter who you were from a company size or what license you had. So they've really split it up. So you've got an enterprise license, which is a $30 license, and then the business license for small business users, which is a $21 license. So you have to have business standard, basic, or premium to get that license added on. And same feature set, but it's just making it more attractive to small businesses. The other thing that was interesting is in the free version of Copilot, which is in every Microsoft 365 tenant and everyone has access to, they added this capacity. You can see this very first one here on the list of giving Copilot access in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, the desktop apps, for the context of the document you're in. So if you're in a document and you're not licensed, you can use Copilot to assist you within that document. So basically, they're giving a free but limited version of Copilot for Microsoft 365 built into everything, so that people can use it. And I think it's really going to be kind of an enticer, so people can get a feel for it, so they don't have to go commit to a license. They can start to use it within documents. That's Word, Excel, Outlook. You can use it within all those locations, which I think will give people the opportunity to give it a try and then be able to justify the broader license. For most people, you're going to save, if you're actively using it, you could save a couple hours a day. But even if you're a light user, you could definitely save a couple hours a week. And just do the math on what your salary is, and of course, over the course of the month, that $20 or $30 license, $21 or $30 license, is, I mean, it's no brainer, really, in my opinion. But it's got stronger. It's getting a lot stronger. They've also included Sora 2. So for those with the creative types, Sora 2 is a very high-end video creation system by OpenAI. That's all built into here. There's a bunch of other features that are in here. I won't go into the details of these, but read through here. Actually, there's one other thing I'll mention. This WorkIQ adds Copilot SharePoint enhancements. That one is really getting to know who you are as a person, and how you work. So it'll start to tailor Copilot to you. That's for licensed users. Think of it like memory in some of these other systems that we have with ChatGPT and Claude and Perplexity, where it starts to remember your personality a little bit and how you chat and keeps the context of things. So that's now built into Copilot for Microsoft 365 or Microsoft 365 Copilot, however you want to say it. So there you go. Hopefully that's helpful. This page has a lot of content on it. It will take you over to the blog article, so let's go into even more detail. The 800 sessions I think they had over the last 4 or 5 days. A good chunk of those are recorded and will be online, if not already. And so go pick some, go watch them. A lot of good content here. But I think there was over 70 product releases or announcements that they had over the last few days. And so there's a lot to digest. So there you go. I'm ready to go home. My back is killing me. Looking for a good night's sleep in my own bed. And have a happy Thanksgiving for those of you in the U.S. if I don't see you before then. Bye.